plays like that.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And a decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he'll throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st down.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, it's Gurley. They'll work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, slant to Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a 1st. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he's going to be out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But now it's third down.
Yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Flush to his right. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Second and 8 at the 21-yard.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott.
Prescott's pass complete to Ezekiel Elliott.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Cowboys.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To throw is Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 44-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and they certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoided that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. Now Prescott. Being chased out left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. 10th carry now for Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 12 yards there and a first down.
So remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Draw play, Elliott. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Ezekiel Elliott. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 5.
They go to Elliott again. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
1st and 10 for Dalton. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Flushed out right. He can run, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's going to take off with it, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Ryan looking deep for Julio. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 72 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 43. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat in a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dalton hands off to Elliott. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Martin, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now Dak on the option left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Dallas.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a pass hauled in downfield and marked him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20.
Dalton Schultz.
It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 46 yards. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Midfield just a yard or 2 shy of 40. 11 yards there. First down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ryan to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Cowboys 35-yard line.
Ryan wants to throw it. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit.
The big throw! That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Touchdown, Falcons!
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was top, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he bowling again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with it, so what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line. The decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Bridgewater now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Bridgewater throwing complete here to Moore, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Tua now on first down. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Out of bounds across midfield at the 48.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he'll He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That third down conversion good for 23. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
First quarter with no score.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Looking to pass. Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on 4th down. They run for it with Breida, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and that will force a turnover on downs. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Sanders on for the field goal, a 33-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space, because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Carolina.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll throw again, Bridgewater. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Complete to Curtis Samuel.
Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Dolphins 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. The first half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
On 2nd down, Tua. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Breida. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Dolphins 10, Panthers 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Dancing to his left. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That'll be caught for a Dolphin touchdown. It's Williams. Preston Williams there to make the grab. And Thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play fake. Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, Bridgewater. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Miami. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Panthers.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Flush to his right, to the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Raekwon Davis gets him for a loss of 8. One great push up front. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And this one through the uprights and good.
Dolphins 17, Panthers 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
At the 27-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. Looking for his tight end on the corner, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
The last catch nearly got him a 1st, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st down, Carolina.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Bridgewater. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Wilkins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. First throw of the OT session for Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. All day.
They run with Breida. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. He's brought down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
At the 36-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled, because we're in OT. This is big time.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game. A costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing. So now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
The 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. What can Bridgewater do in the OT? Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone...
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Touchdown. A partner, great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me roll? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Ooh, only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, then I hit that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers.
Sterling Hockrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
On 2nd and 11 now, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the 1st possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink
a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
First and 10 at the
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody come. Oh, he just snuck out there. But he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Ryan. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's Calvin Ridley on the receiving end from Matt Ryan. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers nothing.
On first down, it's Jones.
Aaron Jones.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
47 yards.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Aaron Jones.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Gives this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Rodgers.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
It leads to
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Again, Ryan eluding the pressure, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting exactly what you do, you start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And here's Lewis. Lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
To number 86.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. The left side throw complete to Adams.
Rodgers.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
2nd and 5. At the 12-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
17, Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams
Green Bay.
there to make the grab. And the Packers are back within a score.
The kick is good.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Packers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The kickoff for Green Bay.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now, 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Buying time to his left.
Rodgers on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Aaron Jones.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From the gun, Rodgers got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Devontae Adams. His second touchdown of the night. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
It is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Score, Falcons 21. Packers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
25-yard line.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. On the right side by Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Lewis has it, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Grady Jarrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Adams.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the scores. The kicks away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking deep for Adams. And it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage. But conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Davis with a pick. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up. First and goal at the 5. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Grady Jarrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Rodgers looking to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 8 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
2-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now.